The worst thing you can do to an arrogant person is argue with them. Fight them and you lose. Ignore them the wrong way and you lose too. There is exactly one response that works, and it's not what you think. Psychology has actually mapped this out, and once you see it, you can't unsee it. Here's what we're doing. 4 real situations: work, friends, family, and online, where someone talks down to you. For each one, I'll show you the exact wrong move and the move that actually shuts it down. All of it backed by actual research on narcissism and status behavior, not internet folk wisdom. By the end, you'll have one formula that works in all 4. Stick around for that part. It's the whole point. First, you need to know what you're actually dealing with. Not every arrogant person is the same animal. Researchers split this into 2 types. Grandiose narcissism looks loud. Entitlement, aggression, and a need to win every single interaction, like it's zero-sum. Vulnerable narcissism looks different, quieter, but underneath, the same fragile need to feel superior. Now here's the part that surprises people. Most arrogant people know exactly how they come across. Studies on self-awareness in narcissism found something uncomfortable. They agree, when asked honestly, that they brag, that they come off as arrogant. They're not confused about the reaction they cause. They just don't think it's a problem. Some even see it as a personal advantage, even when they know it costs them socially. So the goal tonight isn't to expose them to themselves. They already know. The goal is to stop feeding the behavior that's already working for them. Scene 1. A meeting. Someone shuts down your idea without really listening, does it their own way instead, and it goes wrong. Here's what research on decision-making found in grandiose narcissists specifically: overconfidence, impulsivity, a tendency to dismiss advice, not because they're more capable, but because they assume everyone else is less capable. And when the decision fails, they don't update. They blame the outcome on someone else and stay just as confident as before. So here's the wrong move: arguing about who was right. That's a fight about ego, and ego is their home turf. You will not win it. The right move? One specific factual question about the result. Not, "I told you so." Just, "What happened with the client numbers we projected?" No emotion in it, no blame. Just a fact they now have to sit with in front of everyone. That's the whole tactic. Let the outcome talk. You stay silent. Scene 2. A friend who turns every conversation back to themselves. Someone shares good news. Somehow, within a minute, it's about them again. This one runs on a different fuel: attention, reaction, any reaction. There's a method therapists actually recommend here, and it has a name: gray rock. You make yourself as uninteresting, as unreactive as a rock on the ground. No spark, no fuel. Picture the wrong version first. You get defensive, you one-up them back. Now you're both performing, and the group just watches a status fight. Now the gray rock version. Flat tone, minimal response. Change the subject within seconds. Cool. Anyway, what time are we leaving? It feels almost rude the first time you try it. It isn't. It's just refusing to be an audience. Within a few tries, most people stop performing for a crowd that stopped clapping. Scene 3. This one's harder. A relative who talks down to you about your job, your choices, your life, at every dinner. Gray rock doesn't fully work here. You can't emotionally disappear from someone you'll see every holiday for the next 20 years. And there's a real risk to know about first. Research on narcissistic reactions to provocation found something specific. Challenge their ego directly, and the aggression response gets stronger, not weaker. So this isn't about confrontation. It's about one calm, flat sentence, said once, with zero anger in your voice. "You're talking to me like I'm a child right now. I'd like you to stop." No raised voice, no follow-up justification. You say it, and you let the silence sit there. That silence does more work than any comeback you could write in advance. Scene 4. Quick one. A comment section. Someone, well, actually's you, condescending in front of strangers. Online, the tactic is almost the opposite of real life. There's no relationship to protect, no group dynamic to manage. So, don't reply to the tone. Reply to the fact in one sentence and stop. No paragraph, no thread. The lack of a reaction is the reaction. A screen can't read your composure, but it can absolutely read your silence. Now here's the part that changes how you see all of this. Longitudinal research, tracking the same people over years, found something specific about grandiose narcissists. Their confidence about themselves? Often not even wrong. Not delusional the way we assume, but their popularity? It drops consistently over time. Researchers split it further. The assertive, agentic side of that personality, that part can actually lead to real success, leadership, income. But the antagonistic side, the entitlement, the putting others down side, that part predicts the opposite. Lower self-esteem down the road, worse relationships, isolation. So the most arrogant behavior you're dealing with today is quietly working against the person doing it. You don't have to be the one who makes them pay for it. Time already collects that debt, every time. So let's put it together. One formula, 4 situations. Stay calm. State one specific fact. Give 0 emotional fuel. Work. Let the results speak. Friends. Stop performing as the audience. Family. One flat sentence, then silence. Online. Reply to the fact, not the tone. Same formula, every time. Because arrogance runs on one thing, a reaction. Take that away, and there's nothing left to perform for. So, which one hit closest to home? The coworker? The relative at dinner? Tell me in the comments. I actually read them. If this helped, the next video breaks down the exact phrases that de-escalate any conflict in under 10 seconds. Subscribe so you don't miss it. Until then, stay calm, stay specific, and let them run out of audience. See you in the next one.